Hello, guys. Welcome back to Unpack Your Bag Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Perks, and we need to get you an actual. You want to use your name, or do you want to get like a stage name? You want to get like a,
Matt.
Matthias? Matthias? Yeah. All right, we got Matthias in the building. We hosting, and that's how we do. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do right here. You know what I mean? What's going on, Matthias?
Nothing much. Work.
I know.
Work,
man.
School started up again.
Oh, did it?
But like virtual. Shit.
So how is it? How is it? You just started like this week?
2 weekends ago. Yeah.
So before you were going into class, or how was that?
Yeah. So we were going, and then the whole Corona thing happened, and then we started 2 weeks doing Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the virtual? Does it feel like really different?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I kind of like it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why is because I'm home.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
Before I would have to get off of work, then go to school, and then drive back and all that stuff.
Where was your school at?
San Fernando.
Oh, so you're still to stay out of town and then come back.
Not stay out of town, but
I mean, like you would work and then be still out of town and then come back home later on. Mm-hmm. I feel you, dude. Wait, so you had school today?
No, yesterday, every Tuesday.
Oh, every Tuesday. It's just one time a week?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
You see, I have to get home. I have to be in the computer at 5, and then it's until 9, though. That's my thing.
Damn.
But the other thing is I'm at home, so if once it's done, I can go to sleep.
Yeah, you don't have to drive away.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Damn. Yep. So you really grinding out here, bro.
Yep.
So you learning a lot?
I am, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I think after, I get my whole thing, I think I want to do a little bit more.
What do you mean a little more? Like go
probably get my master's or
really?
Just learn a little bit more, yeah.
Really?
That's just, I like it. I enjoy it.
Really? Do you like school, though?
I do. I like learning. And you know what? I didn't like it before.
Really?
I thought it was like teenage.
Yeah. I understand that.
So yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool.
But no,
man. Okay, yeah. Because I was thinking about going back to school too, but I don't know.
It's hard. I like, to be honest, this is the whole challenge. Like I said, the whole goals challenge for me. That's what I like about it.
Okay, I see.
It's hard, but hell no, I can.
But when you're done, you can be like, you could.
Yeah. Or like when you do it, when you start to get it, like when the dots start connecting, that's when that shit's like, oh,
like this makes sense. Like, this goes here, and that's why that goes there. This is why we learned this in the beginning.
So then you're like, fuck, I learned something, and then you're like, I want more. Like, because then you start understanding, like, if I start understanding this, I learn more, and then I can do more. Like, when you get in conversations with people, you're like, oh, okay, I get you.
Yeah. Okay,
that's my thing. That's what I want. I want to be able to go in conversations and shit like that and be like, I know what you're talking about.
I see. Okay, got you. That's cool. I've been thinking about going back to school, honestly, but I don't know. I want to go for my doctorates.
What?
Yeah.
Doctor.
I know. I mean, no, because okay, real talk. So, when I was a kid, my mom used to always call me Dr. Perkins. Mm-hmm. And then when I started going to church, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, my pastor called me up and he was like, "You're gonna be a doctor." And I'm like, "Why would he pick a doctor?" I'm like, "Yo, but low key, I've always wanted to be a doctor." But what I didn't want to do is just go to school for 10 years, And it's funny because the profession that I could do, that probably I could do pretty well, is the thing I want to do the least, which is going to school for at least 10 years. 10 years?
But what would that, what would it be, doctor on what?
Psychology.
That, so you can be like
I want to be a psychiatrist.
Like, can you be like a marriage counseling therapist?
Yeah, I can do anything. Yeah, doctors, I can do. Dope. Yeah, either I'm going to be a surgeon or I'm going to be a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Preferably psychiatrist, because the difference between like psychologist and a psychiatrist is psychologists, they have the same training of theory, but then a psychiatrist is allowed to prescribe medication, as in where a psychologist, you don't prescribe medication.
Why is that? What's so? I know that's a difference, but you guys go to school more, like what?
Yeah, so you think you do, 3 years, because you do you do your 4 years of regular college, and then you do your 4 years of med school, and then you do another 3 to 4. You can do minimum 2 years of residency, but for psychology, psychiatry, it's 4 years of residency.
Damn.
So then you have to really learn how all the medications work together. But the thing of me is, I don't really want to be the doctor that's just prescribing medication. I guess ideally for me is I want to have people to be able to get whole without medication first, if that's possible. Some people need it, don't get me wrong. But
do you think that because you have the ability to give the medicine, you use it more instead of the other doctors that they can use the medicine, like what you said,
like a psychologist?
Yeah. That they can't. Yeah. Wouldn't that be more challenging for you, because you have to really use your skills, because you can't use anything that influence is just you.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, I get that. You know, honestly,
thought about that?
No. That's a good point. No, I think it's because
but then people need certain
I mean, because like there's people that really need the medication. Like, you know, it's not like a therapy won't help you. Like, you know, you have like a real imbalance. But the thing is, I know that there's a lot of doctors that get kickbacks for prescribed medication, so it becomes down to like a money thing. Like, you know, if you prescribe this much medication, you get more money in your pocket, you know, because it's like you're endorsing the drug company. So like, I understand there's a whole other side to it, but I don't want to be the doctor just to prescribe medication to get money. I feel like it should be used as like one of the last options. Like, if you tried this, have you tried therapy? Have you tried counseling? Have you tried lifestyle modification? Have you tried a new diet? You know, have you been, you know, to like, do you meditate? All these things first. And then if you try these and I weed out that you can't, or you don't, it doesn't work, then yeah, we can go with that. But I don't want to be prescribed medication. Like, you know, like that's just not how, I don't even take medication like that myself.
Same.
So I just think a lot of it's more of an internal work than it is a give medication work.
On some cases.
Yes. But there are people that are severely, you know, mentally disabled or like have mental conditions. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? There's a big stigma that
there is something wrong with that.
I mean, like, no, there's nothing. No, see, people don't want to admit like when they're sick, or they're, you know, because like, I know. It's like if you have a cold, you admit that you have a cold.
Fuck no.
But if you're bipolar, you're not gonna be like, well, I'm not bipolar, but you crazy as hell on these streets. You know what I mean? So
do you ever think about like, am I bipolar? Sometimes you get a little mood swings or something.
Yeah, I do.
You're like, fuck, I'm bipolar. You know what's the funniest shit too? Is
like, I call them man periods.
You know, the funniest shit sometimes to me is like when like Google. I mean, when I was more of a little kid, you'll search anything up. Like, fuck, something's wrong with me, and then you'll look up the worst fucking case, and
like,
I got that.
You.
I fucking got that. Fuck.
That's webmd.com. If you go webmd.com, they'll give you every diagnosis that you think you possibly have for one cough. Like, yeah, you have syphilis. Oh, you have dementia. Like, wait, what? Yeah. How I have dementia? I just cough. Like, dude, it'll freak you out, bro.
You got brain cancer. I just had a fucking headache.
It's like, bro, like how, I don't know. I've done that so many times where I diagnose myself. That's why you got to be careful. Like, you can't believe everything you read.
I just call him my friend.
Yeah, for sure.
He knows he is.
It's like, hello.
I call him like, hey, I need your help. What's wrong with me? He's an RN.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he's
as long as you get a good RN, as long as they're good, qualified, skilled, you know, there's some other, you know, there's some bad doctors.
No. I trust him. He's like my brother.
Okay, good.
I trust him, yeah.
Because I've seen some bad doctors work. I remember I was I don't know if I can say this on the air, but for lack of better terms, I went to visit a doctor.
You can't say that in there.
I went to visit a doctor, and the doctor, the patient was like complaining of all these things, like that was wrong. And the doctor was like, oh no, you're fine. And and I'm like, yo, I don't think like not peeing for 3 days is fine. So I'm like talking to the doctor, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, you know? He said, no, she's fine. She does this all the time. It's fine. I'm like, I don't think this is fine, you know? So then we had to call like another doctor and get all these people involved. And then it got reported. And then we had to change doctors and stuff. And then she ended up getting like almost killed because she had a full bladder for like 3 days. And then she was constipated. And it ended up getting all these bad things happening. And I was just like, yo, like, Thank God if
that's a trip.
Yeah, you know, because like if no one was there to speak for the person, like I don't know, because she could have died, honestly.
Yeah.
You know?
That shit's scary.
But I don't think the doctor knew, because I was like asking doctor questions. He's like, yeah, he kind of just played off. I'm like, yeah. I was like, what? Like, they don't even, like, I'm not a doctor.
Like,
I don't know if I'm tripping.
I can't piss.
Like, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know if I'm tripping or he's tripping. But I feel like he was tripping. But like, I don't know. I can't go to a doctor and be like, you're wrong, bro. Like, I'm just an LVN. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, you're wrong, doc. It's like, dude, I went to school for 12 years. What the fuck? You know?
You're wrong.
So it's like, I don't know what to do. Like, but yeah. So I realized that day that doctors are still humans, just like us. There's regular people with a lot of experience and knowledge in a particular field.
But that's the difference. I mean, they go to school for how many years?
Yeah, 10, 12 years. Yeah, I mean, that's a long time.
That makes a difference, though.
Yeah.
Compared to going into training or something for a couple months or whatever.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, that's really true. Yeah. And I know some really good doctors, too. Like, there's some that I know that are like, dang, you're a really good doctor. And there's others that I was like, you're horrible. Like, I don't even know how you passed the bar, bro. Like, I don't even know. But I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so... Anyways, I want to get into a little bit of our history. You know, we were talking about last week on the podcast. Shit. You know, we were talking about diving into some of the things we had to overcome. And we both have a pretty extensive story. For our sake of the podcast, we're going to leave names out. but we'll still be able to discuss the people, but we're gonna leave the names out. Okay. So no names, but yeah, I want to start with you, Matthias. I guess. Oh, you want me to go first?
No. I'll start first.
Okay, for sure. I knew I was gonna make you go first, anyways. Before you start going into it, I want to ask you, what do you think was the hardest thing to overcome for you in the past 5 years?
In the past
5 years, like what was the moment that felt like was the hardest moment for you particularly?
Accepting.
Okay.
And I'll get into that with the story. I think that I'll get back into that, but it just comes down to, the reason why I say that is because I think that collects everything. Just accepting the situation, accepting this is sometimes how life is. I mean, just accepting your consequences, accepting your mistakes.
So would you say before that you weren't accepting like what the situation was? You thought it was like you were going to change it, or you thought like
I had power,
over it, and you like you know.
Or I mean, just like,
or you were like special, like this ain't me, you know, or what was your thoughts?
Just that I can change it. I mean, you get me, or you know, or what we do is that this would happen, or if I do this is gonna happen. You know? We have expectations in our head. Okay.
All right, so let's take it right back. Take it back to. Cool. I guess let's take it back to.
I just
the worst first.
Yeah, like when I was born.
No, not that far. I mean, go back to okay. So let's go back to we were working at at our job together. I knew you.
We don't want to fucking know where you're born at.
You can do a little brief history, but then you go on. Yeah. So go ahead. Who are you? Like, where you come from?
I came from Chile, South America.
You were born there?
Yep.
Okay.
With my whole family, my brothers and stuff.
Okay.
And I came here to the United States when I was 3 or 4.
So you came here pretty early. Yeah. So you're pretty much like born, like you're pretty much like an American. I'm American. Like you're like you don't.
I mean, in a way, yeah. I still love my country. No, I mean, but
I mean, majority of your life. I mean, I was raised here. Okay. Gotcha. But did you know at that point when you were younger that you came from Chile, or was it like
I always knew gotcha. I was from Chile. Like my parents always made that kind of clear. I mean, not clear, but kind of just the big culture.
Okay.
Yeah. So I always knew.
Okay, for sure.
I always knew. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
How was growing up here? Like,
I grew up in Palmdale. I grew up in Palmdale majority of my life.
Did you speak English all the time, or
no? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, because I was a little kid.
Okay, you just get to be around school and stuff. That was my first.
But I mean, when I signed up, they put me as Spanish because I mean, I was born.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. So I mean, I did all that. I had to do all the special programs. I mean, my accent's still a little bit bad sometimes.
Yeah, I can hear. I can still hear. I can hear. Every time I talk to you, like, damn, this fool really. He hardcore. He hardcore Latin, bro. Like, a Latin swing.
So freaking went to P9 high school. Graduated and shit. And yeah, I guess that's kind of where I met you.
Because you were 18. You were 18. Yeah. You just got out of high school. Were you single at the time when we first met? Were you dating, single?
I think I was dating.
Okay, so I was getting to that point. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, because I was right after high school, and right after high school, I got with the mother of my daughter.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So we were, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So for me, right after high school, I graduated at 17, and then at 18, I got the mother of my daughter pregnant. We were I think we were together for 6 months.
6 months?
6 months, yeah.
Hey, dude, you even worse. Man.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that young. Whoa, bro.
Yeah, I think, I was like 18. Yeah, because when my daughter was born, I was 19.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
So yeah, that's
so young.
So that's when life hit.
Yeah, life hit you like
shit
a break. It was like, like, dude,
right
oh
my
gosh, got real.
Life.
Life was like.
But I mean, in a way, it's my. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you chose. I mean,
I didn't choose, but shit happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we. You know.
I mean, you're doing the birds and the bees, so obviously,
I knew what the fuck I was doing.
So there was a consequence for that,
and I knew. Yep.
Not saying that it's a consequence, but that was the consequence for what the action was. This happened. Okay.
Yeah, I knew what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. At least you weren't delusional. Like nothing happens to me, and I was like, what the heck?
What? I can do that. No. So yeah, that's when shit got real.
Okay.
So I started working. That's when I met you. Yeah. So fuck.
So I
have a whole bunch of just all this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to get like key points.
I'll help like get to the okay. So daughter's born.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, shit got tough. I mean, 19 years old, and then, you know, I was gonna fucking have a baby.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. Mm-hmm. I was like, shit.
Were you scared?
Fuck yeah, I was scared. I was scared, and then I was the same thing as every young kid. I think every young parent thinks about. I was like, fuck, my life is over.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like shit. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know, you think about your friends, you think about just going out.
You're still young.
You think about the worst shit possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, fuck. But I knew. I mean, I had to take care of business. That was my thing. You know, my parents always raised me to take care of business. You know, your kid and all that stuff. So got straight to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So, the mother of my daughter was living with me, and then her parents move up north.
Okay,
right? Yeah. So they move up north. Her whole family moved up north, and she wanted to move up north. So we agreed to move up north.
Okay.
So, 19, I left up north.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So you moved up there?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I know I go back
1920ish.
I know I went up in 4. That's why. So
yeah, so it's kind of okay. Yeah. So around 19ish to maybe 20. You moved up there.
19ish. 19ish,
okay.
Like 18. This is when I was 18. You know, 18, 19ish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So at that time, you guys were still together?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. But she moved up north with the family.
So I went up there too.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All together.
So then I left up north. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So went up north, and I think that's when shit got a little bit challenging. Okay. I think. You know, especially having a kid at young.
Okay, so you move up north, you and your mother.
Yeah, so shit got a little bit tough for me. I think I started feeling homesick for me too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of
family and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, just being alone, didn't have anything out there. Just, you know, my family. You know, I know time at a time too. When she was pregnant, I wasn't with her, and at a time she was up north before I think I went up there.
Oh, because the baby wasn't born yet.
The baby wasn't born.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So then when Paisley starts, my daughter's name Paisley. I'll use my daughter. Sorry about that. First, only time.
Pays. What up?
Pay. So, when she's coming around, you know, I go up there and all that stuff. I mean, we started working things out.
Okay.
And all that shit. So then Paisley becomes born. You know. So then I decide to move up there. That's when I decide to move up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Fuck, I'm skipping around.
It's okay. I'm gonna keep you on track. Don't trip.
Because it's a lot.
I know there's a lot. I want. And
I want to do a little bit fast.
Yeah, but I want to get. There's a couple pieces I do want to get to. But continue. I'll cut you off. Don't worry.
So yeah.
So you move up there. You guys living together. You're homesick.
Yeah, I think I'm homesick. You know, relationship is not going that well.
Okay, you guys are fighting.
Just completely opposite.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're completely opposite.
Yeah, not compatible, but. You know, you thought you were.
And then young, you know, being young is just
you don't really know yourself. Not knowing, she doesn't know herself.
And then having a baby.
Yeah,
you know, it gets a little bit hard.
And then you're away from your family on top of it. So, you know, and you're up there with
work, a whole bunch of shit, pressure. Yeah, so stuff like that. And
okay, so real life stuff started kind of hitting.
Yeah,
everybody at once.
Yeah,
just with relationship, being in a relationship, being young, having a baby, and working,
and then the whole thing that was just like my daughter.
Yeah,
you know, out of all the bullshit, it was my daughter. I got to be here for my daughter.
Yeah, for sure. And my son's like fucking, but daughters, you gotta be there. I'm messing.
So yeah, so eventually we didn't work out.
Okay. At what age are you at this point?
20.
Okay.
So it happened kind of fast.
Okay, after the baby and stuff, things just getting worse and worse.
I think my daughter was like about 2.
Okay, and then you guys like, all right, well, it's not working. Okay.
Yeah, we split up. I mean, it was just going bad, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Was it mutual? Like both of you guys like kind of like realize, okay, this is not, or is it kind of like
we were having problems?
It was just too bad.
Just too bad, and you know.
Understand? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So you moved back here from there?
No,
you guys break up?
I stayed out there. So I stayed out there.
Okay.
I was like, fuck it, you know, I'll see what I do.
Okay.
You know, because my daughter's here, I want to see her and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's when shit started getting hard because, she got a little bit mad.
Yeah.
So stuff with my daughter started getting a little bit harder. You know, seeing her and stuff.
Okay,
like that.
got you. Okay.
So stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I will sometimes sleep at one of my coworkers' house, or sometimes, and then I started doing Muay Thai. This is when I started doing Muay Thai when I was with her and all that stuff up north stuff.
Okay.
And then at my gym, I met a guy. I gotta say his name because that guy, I feel like he was an angel. His name is Josh. I don't know his last name. I forgot.
Shout out Josh, man. Yeah. Good job, brother. I don't know you, but thank you.
He took me in.
Okay.
He was like, dude, you can crash in my place.
Okay.
And I was like, cool. Like, I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sleeping in his couch in his garage. He had a little back room where he had like TV and all that shit in couch.
Yeah.
So I started staying there,
Okay.
And I was by myself.
So you're staying with him, still living in San Francisco. You and girl separated.
Yeah.
Baby was born.
Having trouble
work out. Okay. And you guys are trying to figure out parenting and stuff, and trying to figure out.
I want to see my daughter. And then we were both angry. The whole situation. We're both angry. Like, no, you can't have this, saying hurtful stuff. I mean.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of the drama between you guys kind of was getting in the way of like. Okay, gotcha.
So at that point, I got really bad. Actually, I got really depressed.
Okay.
Because I was
depressed, isn't like suicide depressed, or depressed and like just not wanting to do anything, not have any drive.
Well, it got to the point where I actually got like thoughts.
Thoughts.
Like, kind of accepted it. Like, kind of accepted it. Like, okay, I accepted it. If I do this, like, I'm gonna leave my daughter and my parents. Like, I'm cool. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I was like, shit was getting.
So you were
definitely
thinking like.
I was thinking. I was going there. Yeah, okay, I was going there. For sure. I think first is accepting it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like fuck, accept it, and then because the only thing that was kind of holding me back was my daughter. But then once I got past that, I was like, okay, fuck.
Okay, gotcha. So what was and I'm not trying to cut off. No. So what was the fundamental shift for you from thinking like she'll be okay without me to I'm not doing that at all because I can't do that because of her?
I think my depression.
Like what was the point where it was like it went from the thought of suicide or leaving, then to the thought of like I'm not doing that's off the table completely. Like what was it? What do you think was a triggering factor for you?
Well, when I was really down, I'll call my brother.
Okay.
And I think that helped me out a lot.
Okay.
Damn, that shit makes me sad.
It's okay. It's all right. It's unpack your bag, man. It's okay. This is serious stuff. I mean, it's real, It's real.
So yeah.
Yeah, I understand, man. It was. I mean, that's hard, man. That's hard. And to really like think it, like to really be a reality, because you're a good dude. From what I know,
and I think just at a young age, I was like, "Fuck!" I just felt trapped. I just felt like, "Fuck!" Where did I go from here? Like
you're stuck.
I was stuck.
You have no way out.
I had no way out. And then to call my parents and be like, "Fuck, I'm doing bad." Like I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to stress them out.
Yeah, I understand.
I think that's too like a thing that we do is that we don't want to stress our parents out.
Yeah, I kind of like be a burden to them.
Yeah, so I want to be like, I'm doing good. So when they call me, it's like, how you doing? I'm good.
Yeah, okay, I understand. So like part of it too was that you didn't really have an outlet. Like you couldn't talk to people that you really want to talk to, like your mom or dad.
Yeah.
To be able to tell them what's really going on, to maybe give you some advice.
Who do I know that was going through this? Because I grew up with both of my parents.
Yeah. So you're like, hey man, you've been saying like, how does it, Yeah.
So yeah. So and then I was a little bit hard at the point where they'll tell me shit. I'm like, nah, you don't get this.
Yeah, I get you.
This. Yeah. So yeah, that was my shit.
So what happened? What made you change?
So I mean, I'll call my brother and stuff like that, and we would just talk, and sometimes for me it's like I was knowing something's wrong with me, so I start doing shit in my head. Yeah. So I started watching videos. I mean, I just told myself like I can't, like my daughter, like how stupid is this? Like kind of kind of battling in my head a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
And then I went to a point where I was like, nah, I can't. Like my daughter. Yeah. My daughter's like is everything. I can't do this shit.
So eventually,
I started getting a little bit better.
Yeah, and you start realizing.
I started getting help too. I started getting help too.
Yeah.
So
okay.
so that helped out. So
okay.
So yeah, man, it was just kind of tough. Kind of.
Do you think it was more of like your situation was making you depressed, or was it like
I think just everything,
or just like overall the whole, like everything, every part of it played into it? Was it more like because you felt trapped? Was more along lines where you're depressed?
No, to be honest,
or was like the relationship's over? Like,
No, the main thing that was for me, and this is like with a therapist, and this is I'll tell people what, like if anybody's going through this, what you can do.
You went to therapy?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay,
I had
cool. Yeah, okay, for sure.
I feel like that's my thing. Like you have to try different shit. Like you said, you gotta try different shit before it's the last click.
100%. Wow, that's crazy. Because I remember we had talked somewhere at that point, but I remember you had told me, because we've been talking like off and on for years now.
Yeah.
But I remember when you were living there, you told me you're kind of like a little depressed and stuff. But I didn't know it was to that degree. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, no.
But that's crazy.
I got bad. I got bad.
That's crazy.
I mean, I had a bad time because and then after my friend, I went up north. in Sacramento area, so I was kind of like an hour away from my daughter.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't see my daughter that much. I mean, just tough stuff like that. And then that's when I started going to court.
Yes. Then court always is so draining.
That shit.
Court is draining, bro.
Fuck, that shit took years. I think that shit took years.
Court is draining, bro. Like court's draining.
No, it is.
Like it really is.
It's
like
fucking scary. It's stressful.
It's scary. And you gotta be in front of these people you don't know, and then you gotta fight somebody. You gotta like go against somebody and fight on record. Some motherfucker gets to choose what
you get to do with your
and don't even know you. Don't know anything. You know, it's just by word of mouth, and they're just making. It's just like, bro, like it's stressful. That's
the shit too. I mean, that's when I was going through everything. That's why too. I mean, I was going through court by myself. All these paperworks, all this shit was fucking me up.
And it was all new to you too.
It was all new to
like
me.
What the, like I didn't even know
what the fuck. You know, like all this shit I'm getting served. You know, I remember when I got served. I was at my parents' for a while, and I got a knock, and it was a fucking sheriff. Like, you thought you
were going to jail first? Like, oh shit.
No, they're like, your Matias? I was like, yeah, and they're like, oh, okay, well, you kind of know what this is for. And then I opened it, I was like, no fucking way, and it was fucking papers.
So how long did the court thing last for? Like, was that
the case is still open, but
I mean, like, how long was it going back and forth to court till it finally got kind of satisfied or like solidified?
To be honest, the last time I went to court was maybe, I want to say a year and a half or 2 years. September.
Okay.
September.
Okay.
I think so.
Like, so you're going to court probably about a year to two. You going to court like off and on through like a year or two?
No, since my daughter, I stopped. Like I'm saying, my last time was when my daughter was. I think my daughter was still 5.
Okay.
My daughter's 6.
Okay.
So she was like what, 2 or 3?
Mm-hmm.
So like 3 years. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
3, 4 years. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's the reason why I was asking all these questions too, because I know there's other men out there that are like have kids but don't have a drive to get themselves up, you know, to really like take care of their children, you know, and like. It's crazy to me to think because like I don't know, maybe it's me. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, that's not an option. Like, I don't have an option to not be there, you know, like work and stuff. Yeah. And I think for me, because I grew up with, you know, I was adopted and both my parents were on drugs and I didn't really have my parents. So then for me, like I can't not support my child, you know. That was always my thought. Like no matter what happens, that's my nigga, you know, like road dog, but like, you know, that's my road dog, you know, so I can't like, it's just crazy because I know other people that are going through that now, and it's like, I want them to be able to get on their feet, but they don't have any drive to get on their feet because I feel like they're too far behind, you know?
And I go back and that's kind of their choice too.
Yeah, I know.
Because I can choose to give up. I can still choose to give up.
Yeah, any point. You know I mean, it's your life, it's your choice, really.
It's my daughter. I don't know. It's just something. And let me be honest. There was one thing my mom told me is she's like, I kind of hope you're not like my brother because I think I don't know what really happened. You know, I don't think he was there somewhat of their life or something like that, or just kind of he wasn't. I mean, he was there, yeah, or he was there, but he just worried about kind of partying and stuff like that.
Okay,
kind of like that, you know. Yeah, okay. So that stuck with me too. I was like,
got
fuck
you.
That.
So you remember? Okay,
I was like, fuck that.
Hey, you know it's crazy because like, it's crazy because like, okay.
And I'm glad she told me that. Yeah, I know it sounds like, man, why would she tell me? But I'm glad she told me that because that kind of put like a little chip in my shoulder. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not who you think. Like, I love to prove people wrong.
I'm same here, bro. Same here.
So that was my thing.
Yeah,
it was more like that, and no, man, it was just my daughter. It was just seeing her waking up, just that feeling, just everything. It's just
yeah.
How could I just give up? How could I just give myself my little princess up? I don't know, man. It's hard. Yeah, I can't even think like that.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's hard.
And I think now that you're in a better spot too, it's like the thoughts are crazy. Like I think when you in crazy times, crazy thoughts seem more like better, you know. When you're in shitty thoughts seem like, okay, that's not that bad, you know. But when you get out the shit, like, okay, that it's kind of tripping, you know, kind of like that. Okay, it's not the option. But I honestly, like how you were talking about how your mother had told you that, and it kind of like put a fire in you. At first, you didn't think it would be something that you should even know, or you know, like probably like that.
Yeah.
But that happens so many times. Like I know for me, like I was adopted, and I used to resent my mom because I didn't know her, and I used to resent her. I mean, my whole life, I was just like, why am I adopted? And how come my parents didn't want me? You know, why is it that I'm adopted, you know? And I wasn't thinking about the good part. I was thinking like all these kids have their parents and then complain about the parents. I don't even have parents to complain to like that, like my own parents, you know. Yeah. Nothing, you know, against my mom Ruby, like my foster mom. She's like my mom though, honestly. But nothing against her. But it was just like I still lacked that part that was like, I'm still your kid, you know. Like, you know, how did you do that? But not looking back on everything, like going through the resentment, going through the hurt feelings of wondering. That is the reason why I go so hard. That's the reason why I try to be the best dad. So like without that experience, I don't know what type of dad I'd be, because I don't know that pain that I felt and the hurt that I felt was also strength that pushed me through when shit wasn't going in my favor with my child, you know?
So, and then I just don't want to give nobody the reason to not say talk the shit or opinion or nothing like that, but like, just like, don't give your enemies weapons.
Yeah, man, 100.
You get me?
100%.
So that was my thing. Is that fuck that? I'm not gonna give you guys shit.
Yeah. I feel you.
There's no excuses. There's no excuses. I can do it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, fuck. I mean, I was going to court, all this shit, and I guess let me say why I wanted therapy and what was like really my shit that was really going on.
What was a good takeaway you got from therapy that really This is
the thing that was to be honest, the thing that was really struggling when I was going through all this shit, and anybody that's struggling through this, like, you know, if you separate with somebody and you're not with them and all that stuff, or it's not gonna work out, I mean, it's accepting it, you know. You know what was my thing? It was, I grew up my whole life with both of my parents, and then I have my daughter and thinking I'm gonna, you know, she's gonna grow up with both, you know, all that stuff. Just, I mean, perfect family, all that bullshit.
And I understand that. Same.
You know, and life was like,
It's like you thought?
Yeah. Life was like, yep.
You do better.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? I don't know this. It was uncomfortable. So I went from thinking I was going to grow up with my daughter, always like that. I mean, seeing her every day and all that stuff, to, you know, seeing her on the weekends.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that she has a stepdad.
Yeah.
Knowing that there's going to be another man in the life.
Yeah.
Knowing that I'm not going to see my daughter every single day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All that shit was fucking me up.
Yeah, I understand.
But in reality, dude, I was like, I had to accept that, because there's no point of me thinking like, oh, we're still going to work out, or I'm going to have a family and all that stuff, because I was just putting myself in a hole that I couldn't get out. Yeah. Because I wasn't accepting the situation. And at a point I was thinking about my life when I have to think about my daughter's life. I got to make the best of her life, not my life anymore. So that's why I was still struggling, because I was still thinking about mine.
Yeah.
What can I make the best out of my life?
Right.
And not my daughter's life. So that was my thing.
Okay.
You know, I was like, fuck me. I was like, but my daughter's not going to grow up like this. My life is going to be like different. My life is this and that stuff. And she's like, that's why you're so fucked up, because you're digging yourself in a hole and you're not accepting reality, what it is. So
your expectation was off.
You're just going up and going down, going up and going down.
Yeah, because your expectation of what it should be compared to what it is.
I had to accept it. I had to accept that this is going to be my daughter's life, and now I got to make the best out of it.
Yeah, compared to what you think it should be.
I got to be the best co-parent.
Yeah,
you know, I got to be the best dad that I can be when I have her.
Yeah, and which those things are hard to do.
So I accepted a lot of stuff, and that's what kind of started calming me down. Is accepting.
Got you. Okay.
Is accepting that, you know, life can be different.
Yeah.
You know,
and just because it's not the way you went, what you thought it should be, doesn't mean it's all bad because it's that way. You know,
it's not.
But that is hard to accept.
I look back and to be honest, like, I feel like it made me into a better person, into a better dad, because how many people that you know that are with their kids but fucking don't give a shit about their kid or not paying attention, you know?
Yeah.
I make my time worth it.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
So that's it's teaching me. It's teaching me a better lesson. You know, it's probably making me it's probably still making me a better man, or a better father. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I still fuck up. Yeah, I still have, you know, my shit.
For sure. You fuck up for sure. Yeah. But, I mean, we're human. You know, you're a human being. You know, you're entitled to that. Wow.
It was crazy, but that was my main shit. I was struggling about accepting the situation.
And that goes back to what you were saying earlier about accepting. And I think that's one of the hardest things to get through, because it's like, when you have an expectation of what you think your life should be like, or the way it's supposed to go, or when it's supposed to go that way. Because I had the same debate. I was like, dude, I'm not going to grow up in a broken home. Like, my parents went together. I'm not going to do that to my kid, you know? But then I had to come to the realization that being together is way worse for my daughter than being separate.
Because you're teaching them bad habits.
Yeah, like, that's what I felt. The way it was so bad. I mean, it was horrible, toxic, so... Yeah. Anyways,
I think we both each need a full one.
Yeah, for sure. Because
I think the next one, I think we'll get you.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to jump around too much because I do want to keep. I just want to. I think for me, it's just like I just want to help somebody else who's going in the situation like this. See, like it's not the end of the world.
It's a tough shit.
I mean, it's hard, and I try to. I'm not trying to downplay what anybody's going through, especially like as a man. It's hard to not be there with your kid,
Yeah.
But it's not over because you're not there right now. Because you're working on getting to that point. Because you're in a situation where you're stuck, or you're in a situation where your back's against the wall. You don't have any money, barely have a job.
But you're working.
But you're working towards something. Like, don't quit because the road is long ahead of you.
It's this, to be honest, is don't quit is like, how sometimes you want the people, like, they want the fucking freshest shoes.
Yeah,
you want it that bad. Work that fucking hard to go see your daughter.
Yeah,
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
There's people that live 10 miles away from their kids. I drive 6 hours to go see my daughter.
Man, as I said, you a real dude. You a real dad.
I have no problem. Dude, and there's been times that and there was a good time in period when she was living in San Francisco and I moved back. I can only see her from 10 to 5 or 10 to like 3 or something like that.
Right? Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous.
So I would drive up there in the morning, spend my couple hours with her, and then drive back home.
Gosh, wow. You love your baby, man. You love your baby. That's real dad. That's real dad.
It's my shit. It's like, you get me? There's no excuses. There's no nothing, If I really wanted to go see my daughter and I didn't want to give my fucking enemies weapons, I had to go fucking do that drive.
Yeah. And that's not easy.
So
especially because it's already not easy in the situation, but then having to go 6 hours or 8 hours of just to spend 8 hours and then drive back another 8 hours. It's 24 hours for 8 hours. Yeah.
Wake up at 2 or 3, drive, spend my whole day with her. Make sure I'm fully with her and then jump back.
Yeah. Wow.
It's just tough.
Wow.
So a lot of shit, like, that's my thing too. A lot of shit was going on to my life at such a young age.
Yeah.
You get me? I was like, fuck, I'm 19, 20, stuff, and I'm going through like, what, 40, 50 year olds?
Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, like, okay, so this goes back to the other podcast we were talking about when it's like the way I look at stuff, there's always silver lining. It took me a long time to get to that point. But like, even that situation, it was like, dude, everything you went through prepared you for anything else that comes up now is like nothing. Well, like, other shit that comes up now is like, yo, I was driving 6 hours every other day or however many times to go see my daughter for 8 hours. Like, I had to do that. This is nothing.
Yeah.
Like this situation is nothing. But I think sometimes you got to get prepared. And I feel like, sometimes like I think God will prepare you for things, and it feels so huge at the time. I mean, when you get through it, you realize, like, okay, this is preparing me because the next thing I'm about to encounter is even worse possibly. And I need to have this coping skills to be able to manage my emotions, how I maneuver, how I get through, and that's not easy, especially like driving and that's taxing on you 6 to 8 hours, bro. Dude, you a real dad, bro. You're a real dad.
It was tough. It's tough. I mean, she lives in Arizona, so I still job out there.
It's still 6 hours. It's still the same amount of driving. But.
So it's tough.
Yeah.
It's just tough. It's
hard, 'cause I don't know.
But it comes back to, I knew what the fuck I was getting myself into.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you were responsible enough, one, to admit that, and then one, to be able to take the responsibility.
And anybody that's fucking scared of court and child support and shit like that, man, it's tough. Don't get me, but I mean, you're gonna get caught child support no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, get over that. Get over the whole fucking like, fuck, I gotta pay this girl. No, get over that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Pay your dues.
Yeah.
It's for your daughter. Who gives a fuck if she uses it? It doesn't matter. You're paying your dues. Your daughter shouldn't even have anything missing because you're sending them something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear that shit a lot. It's like, fuck, she's gonna take me to court. She's gonna put me like, it's your fucking kid.
Yeah,
it's your fucking
I feel
kid.
you. I feel you. That's really how I felt too. I was like, fuck that. But also, I'm there like all the time, So like, you can't tell me you can't be like, take my money when I'm like,
no,
I have her more right now.
What
the fuck?
I agree.
I'm more of like, how I feel is more of like, let's be 50-50. Let's make it fair for our daughter. Like, unless I can't do that and we gotta do it, I'll pay. There's no problem.
Yeah.
Vice versa, that's no problem. But I wanted to make it as fair as possible because at the end of the day, my daughter suffers before anybody else. It's not fair because I don't get along with you that she can't see you, or my daughter can't see me because you're upset.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing that was hard because it was like, there was a lot of bad, you know, bad juju, like they say. But, and it's tough when you're like emotionally like angry and then you gotta take your, you know, it's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard. I feel you, man. But,
so yeah, kind of just, I was just dealing with that, you know, depression, all that shit, core. And yeah,
when did you finally accept it? Like, when did you finally be like, this is just the way it is and I got to deal? Like, what?
It took me a while.
Was it like a process, or there's one particular thing was like, I finally got that now.
Hold on, because I still went through steps, you know. I had to first accept, you know, the whole thing of me being away from my daughter.
Right.
Now, step 2, when there's another man that comes into my daughter's life.
Right.
You get me?
Yeah.
So level 1, I just had.
Level 2.
Yeah.
Dudes
so
here, like,
and that goes to accepting shit.
Yeah. Because it took me a while. That was hard for me.
It was a little bit. I mean, for me, I was, you know, me and the mother of my daughter were. I mean, I had nothing towards her, so it wasn't that for me. It was more like there's another fucking man. Like, I didn't even get to see my daughter that much. Like, what the fuck? It was more, the whole pride and all that shit.
Yeah, which that's hard. That's hard to swallow. It's a hard pill.
No, it is, but. Yeah. But then I had to accept it.
Yeah, like, because it is the reality of the situation.
What do I get of sitting here and being mad of like, fuck this guy? Like, what do I get out of it?
Yeah, you're just gonna be like miserable for longer.
That's it.
Like, you'll be a lot miserable for.
And
a longer
even when I
period
spend my time with my daughter, I'll probably just be like, fuck, this guy does this. I'm gonna do it. Like, no, like, I'm not gonna worry about another grown man. And people that do that shit, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
If you're over your ex or whatever, then it should be no problem.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a great dad, if you're a great person and stuff, why does it matter?
That's true.
Your kids should know who you are.
That is very true.
So why the fuck does it matter? You know?
Yeah.
Unless the dad is
abuse. Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole different fucking shit.
Yeah. I mean, they are. But in generally speaking, like, you know, if you're over your ex, you have no emotions towards it, and somebody else does come in, like, you have to accept that. I mean, you might be mad at it for a moment, but then you should be able to move on relatively quickly. It's the same thing as if I did it first, as if I got a girlfriend first, and you know, and she was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. You know, it's a vice versa thing. But you gotta accept it. Yeah, and you know, and I can say, just to bring a little part of my story in just for a second, but I was in that boat where I did have another person come in, you know, but also for me, I made sure that there's no like, this is your mom. There wasn't like that. It was just like, this is the person that's here with me, you know. But that's the first thing you think. You know, we're out. You know, I'm never tried to replace, tried to make it seem like this, your mother is not, never was that. It was always, your mother's always here. You always, you know, was never for me that. And I tried to keep it very, you know, separated between wife, you know, or dating girlfriend, and mother, you know, to very distinguish, you know, who's who. There's no confusion. But sometimes people, you know, they just, it's hard. It's hard to accept.
It all comes down to is just fucking them still having some shit or immaturity or not. I mean, just being selfish. I mean, it just comes to being selfish. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's for the kid. I mean, the whole shit, everything's for the kid. It's not for you anymore. If you're not with that person, is the fuck. Yeah. And it's everything's for the kid. I think, like, the way I feel now, because I had to deal with something like that, where if, like, daughter was calling this guy dad his name, some other dude just started dating, few weeks, and then my daughter's telling me this, like, yeah, daddy so and so said that. I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on. Who the fuck do you think you are? Whoa. But she was pretty young. She was like maybe a couple years old. And I was like, what? I was hot. I was in my spirit, in my soul. Walking fucking. I was hot, bro. Like, I started, my body was just for steam, like, you know. But I never said anything. I kept it to me. Never. I mean, this was never mentioned at all. I never knew. To this person, this is the day, nobody even knows that even happened, or well, now people know now. We all know. But I mean, the point I'm trying to make is, I kept my composure though. Yeah. I felt that, but I didn't need to express that to her or anybody else. I just like, all right, well, I need to just talk to my daughter about this and go on. Like, that's it. But it was hard. Move to the side. I know. You see these guns? This is daddy. This is your dad. But I was so hot. But it was that was a moment that was like one of those moments for me, because like, I love being a dad. Like, I love being a dad. You know, dude.
like a dad is like a staple of who I am. So for that to happen at that young, and I know it was an intentional thing to do, I was very upset. But then I had to realize what I'm dealing with, and the situation I'm dealing with, and that's it. And they're gonna do this kind of stuff. If they do, don't do. That's irrelevant. They should know who I am.
And it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it will happen.
That day is still gonna happen.
Yeah, it still will. Yeah,
and you're gonna.
I literally have to remind myself to accept the fact that it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and I'm okay. Even now, I'll be okay.
Oh, just wait.
Oh no, I mean, I'm gonna have an emotion. Just wait. I'm gonna have an emotion to it. I'm not denying the fact. Look, I'm not denying the fact I'm in a relationship. I'm just saying I will be able to. I have coping skills to handle that.
No, I get it.
Yeah. But it's not, I'm not gonna be like, great, yeah, let's all be it, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Hi, but no, I'm gonna be like, man, what the cool? But then I'm like, all right, back up, Bad Boys 2. Who the is this around more? But now it'd be cool, like
Yeah.
But
as long as you guys accept. I'm not saying rules, but like the boundaries,
there's certain boundaries
and all that stuff.
But universally shouldn't be crossed. Everyone kind of knows.
It's all good. Like, to be honest, the stepdad, I say stepdad, stepped out to my daughter. I mean, she's married to him. Yeah. I think he's cool.
Yeah.
Cool as fuck. I mean, no problem with him. If even my daughter even like, I know she loves him. I mean, she spends every single day with him. Why would she not?
Yeah.
I think it's cool. So it's great.
Yeah, and honestly, when you look at it, it's just somebody else who helps love and take care of your kid. It's another person who brings joy.
And for me not to give him respect or to be like, okay, I give respect. He's taking care of somebody else's kid.
Yeah, when he doesn't have to.
I mean,
he doesn't have to.
Doesn't have to.
And I've seen a lot of situations where that shit goes south. Yeah. Like where someone else taking care of somebody else's kid, and then all of a sudden, like, that shit ends up being like horrible, so like the fact that someone's stepping up to do that, I mean, it is commendable.
You have to give a little respect.
Yeah, because like
that's what I don't understand. Like when motherfuckers get so pissed.
Yeah,
there's like fuck this fool and all this shit.
It's like then they can take care of your kid.
Yeah, you're not doing shit.
Like she taking care of your.
You're not even paying child support.
Yeah, exactly. So don't come. Yeah, which I understand, but that's also I think it's a man. That's a man thing, and also mature. It's a man maturity thing as well, because I think like when you get to the point, I'm not saying that it's always going to be easy inside, but I think for me as a man, part of the definition of being a man is to always keeping yourself in control, keeping your emotions in control.
That's why I went.
Like you should be in control at all times. You shouldn't lose your shit.
Yeah.
Like as your job as the leader, the role model, and the man leading the path for your family, you don't have the luxury of being able to lose your shit on a little shit. Like you should be the one to be composed.
But it happens.
It does happen. We're human. I get mad sometimes, but honestly, even if I get mad, nobody knows except for maybe one or two people.
My coworker.
Nobody
my
ever
fucking
knows.
coworkers. I'm at work. And I'm doing fucking shit. Fuck. Shit.
You know what gets me really mad? Slow fucking internet, bro. I will lose my shit every single time. Every time. If I literally, I put this app on my phone, and it was like a VPN, and I started slowing to my phone, and I was about to break my phone in half. I was like, I don't know why slow internet makes me like want to boil over. I would fight somebody if I was mad over slow Wi-Fi. If I'm in a bar and there's slow Wi-Fi, and I'm about to go off all the way, man.
What the fuck is wrong with the Wi-Fi?
Like I can't
just looking everywhere.
I don't know. Like I had dial-up internet back then. I don't even know how I dealt because this is like I can't do slow internet. That's that gets me mad though. But no, this is crazy. I mean, I didn't know all this stuff happened. But one thing is, I'm glad you made it through all that. I'm happy.
I mean, and dude, I'm still probably gonna go through so much shit. I mean, it's still my daughter is still just 6.
Yeah,
she still has to be a teenager.
Oh man, and just that's one level. So I'm gonna be very hard to cross.
Yeah,
when you're a teenager and you want to date and motherfucker want to come to my house and try to tell me what the fuck you can't do, I will fuck you up, kid.
I was like, all right, peace out. Fucking father.
Have you seen Bad Boys 2?
Yeah.
When in the scene,
who the fuck is this?
Yeah, who the fuck? That's me. That's me for sure.
How old are you? 13.
You look 30.
You look 40.
That's me for sure. I'm like, no. I don't play. Even kids now, I'm like, hey, watch out. Wait, you trying to get it back up?
No.
I'm really I'm on it
with my daughter
because I was a dude. I mean, I am a dude, but I was a dude, younger dude, single dude, and I was a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey. Oh shoot! I was watching that movie like a month ago. Me and Autumn, you were watching it, man. It was great. This is good.
You think so? You think we should talk a little bit more?
We can go a little more. What do you want?
But
I do. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
No, go.
No, go ahead.
Okay, go.
Rochambeau 2 out of 3.
1, 2. I won.
Okay, well, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3. I won.
All right, I won. Ah! You go first. You see that? Hey, that's on camera that I won. Never lose, baby.
What the fuck? Nah, man. Just shit. When shit gets hard, just push through. Push through. Just fucking. Nothing is fucking impossible. Nothing is gonna be like, fuck, I can't get out of this. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
You can overcome everything. That's one shit too that I learned about everything. Like, after all this bullshit that I talked and all this shit and all the stuff that I went through, I'm still here. I'm still fucking going. I did it.
Yeah.
And after I remember walking up the stairs of court, my fucking legs were shaking. I felt like I wanted to throw up. Fucking, I was going to the bathroom. No piss was coming out, but I felt like I had to fucking piss.
Sheesh.
Dude, I was fucking so nervous, you know? And this is about my daughter, you know? And I had bad experiences sometimes with a lawyer and shit like that. So, So you already kind of like... It was like, fuck. I was like, fuck. And then when it happened when I went to Arizona, I was like, fuck, I'm in a different state.
And I don't know anybody out here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is kind of new vibe of people, new vibe of lawyers, courthouses. Yeah, that shit was tough.
And then my fucking my lawyer told me that my judge was a ex capital murder judge.
Oh,
so I was like, fuck. She don't fuck around.
Oh my gosh, she gonna throw the book at you. Like, you know, throw the book at you for real. Like, you missed one payment.
So that's fuck out of here. She's my judge.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. So that shit, dude. But and then. When I got everything, everything settled, and I kind of got what I wanted stuff. I mean, that feeling, goddamn, it was the most best feeling ever. I remember fucking going in my car and fucking crying. Just I'm happy.
Yeah.
Just happiness. Yeah. All the stress, just everything fucking going through. But yeah, man.
Because that reward, that the end of it is, it's like the reason why good feels so good when it's right, because bad comes in.
The hard work,
the bad hard shit that makes the reward of like we were talking about winning, like makes it feel so much better.
That's what I'm understanding too, is like when bad shit happens, is like just seek the opportunity for like this shit's bad is happening, but I know this shit's gonna make me better. Like be pumped about it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm starting to learn a little bit. I started going back to watching motivation videos. That shit actually helps out. Anybody that's going through shit, I always recommend that shit. Yeah. It starts. I believe in monkey see what monkey do and all stuff. I mean, we're apes. We learn shit. Monkeys learn a lot of shit.
I was like, apes? Dude, I don't agree, but we're not gonna talk about that.
No. There's a lot. There's a lot of shit. There is a lot of shit with the monkeys. Man, there's a fucking dope ass Netflix show about it. Anyways, okay, well, is it called Explained? I believe no. It's called Animals at Night or something like that. It just shows them at nighttime.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, it just came out not too long ago.
Dope.
Okay, I'll watch it. Okay, dope. I started checking it out, but I didn't. Okay,
watch it.
All right, for sure. Watching Bigfoot out there, like he's like, oh dude, he real good. He's real.
So yeah, I believe monkey see monkey. Fuck, I was totally forgot what I was going with all this shit.
Monkey see monkey. I don't know. It's okay. What are we talking about, guys?
Oh no. Okay, motivation videos.
Oh yeah. You said you start watching them again, and it helps.
Yeah, because I believe in the whole monkey see, monkey do. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. You get me? If I'm not seeing nasty shit or stuff like that, my fucking mind is not wrapping all that bad information.
That's true. Yeah, because like all that stuff kind of defiles you.
Like the thing, if I see no evil, there's no evil gonna be in here.
Yeah.
Same thing, if you hear evil, you speak evil. You speak fucking evil, shit's gonna come back. People are gonna speak evil about you.
Yeah, that's so true. I 100% believe that. So that's 100,000%.
I use that as my advantage.
Yeah.
Monkey see. So if I'm seeing something fucking daily, something is gonna start fucking clicking on my head. It's gonna
over time, it's no impossible not to.
No matter what.
If you listen to nothing but motivational videos every day, all day, at least you're just gonna be like literally like. Like, but you'll have it ingrained in you, like you'll be that type of person that always looking at the good or the positive.
You start creating something, yeah. That's why the whole monkey see monkey. I do believe in that, man. And I go with that sometimes with my decisions, or like just with certain shit that I want to see. Like I'm like, all right, do I really want to get involved, or like do I really want to? Because I know myself. I know that I'm gonna start fucking. I'll go, okay. What's this?
But that's one thing that's really important that you said is like yourself.
And
that
took living by myself though.
Yeah,
that took years living by myself. That's also one thing too. Like I lived in a studio for years by myself, and I'm saying a small studio, and that shit.
You had 4 walls and
drove me a little bit crazy.
Yeah, You got to know the good part of you, the bad part of you really well.
Yeah.
But I think that people are lacking that a lot lately. We have like 5 minutes. Like, we'll probably have to cut it in 2 minutes, but I think people are lacking that. Just
you got
like
to know yourself.
Yeah, then because you really need to know who you are and not what people the world puts on you or what you had took from somebody else, but you when no one is around. You got to know what makes you tick, why you tick that way, what things trigger you, what things bother you, why they don't, what you accept, what boundaries you place on for you, like, what lifestyle you want to live. And that's hard when the society tells you what you should want or what you should need or how you should live, Ultimately, it's up to you to decide that. But like you could be homeless and be fine being a homeless person. That's what you want to live. I don't have an issue if that's what you want. If you want to live off the grid, that's not my problem. Like, that's what you want to do. That's great, man. Hey, more power. Like, if that's what you want, great. I'm glad you just know what you want.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't even know what they want.
It's true.
A lot of people don't even know what they want or don't even know how to start figuring out what they want. Yeah, they don't.
That helped me out too with the whole depression and stuff is purpose. And dude, you know how easy it is to find purpose?
Why? Huh?
You're a dad, right? That can be your purpose.
Yeah.
It's that fucking simple.
Yeah.
I'm an electrician. That can be my purpose. And I just drive on that.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's my purpose. Like, fuck, I'm supposed to be an electrician. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Let me get to this. Or my purpose was to be a dad. Well, my purpose was to be Paisley's dad. All right, let me get to it.
Yeah, and everyone has a purpose. You just got to find out what it is for you. I mean, it could be a dad. It could be changing the world. It could be changing one person's life for which could be raising the next greatest kid that that's yours. It could be being a motivational speaker. It could be making Unpack Your Bag Podcast. Shout out. Put the plug in there. A place where people can talk with their truth. Now he does. But it comes down to your personal, what personally for you, and everyone's purpose will be different in their own way. Yeah. Some people might be just good at grooming dogs, and they find like they just want to make other people happy with their dogs and make the dog look the pretty.
And some people do.
That could be your. That's totally great. Like I just think if you find what's for you, not what society tells you. Yep. Not what your mama tells you, but like what divinely tells you your purpose, And I think people need to get back to stop looking outside and start looking inside. But sometimes you got to look outside to bring the positive in, to keep the positive in there. Because sometimes if you put a lot of negative shit in you for years, it's not going to just turn off in a day.
Monkey see, monkey
do. You pouring in negativity and pessimism into your life all the time and seeing it. It's just going to come. What you put in is what comes out. It's the truest thing. When you think dirty stuff comes out. When you think bad. When you think good.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and then you start
it's very simple.
And then just notice how sometimes if you start thinking bad or like the whole thing is like it starts to become normal.
Yeah, like you just like every situation is kind of like
really? What the fuck? It's not bad. Like
yeah. And back. We got 1 minute.
Battery.
Okay, it's okay.
I mean, I'm dead. I'm
okay. Yeah, but we got 2 minutes anyways. But I'm glad we got to talk. I want to go on deeper in this thing on the next podcast because literally, like this is the stuff I'm talking about. This is the stuff why this Unpack Your Bag podcast. Yeah. This is exactly what it was. Everything you said today embodies Unpack Your Bag podcast.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just being real. It's just real shit. I mean, and then for me, I can care less what the fuck people think.
Good job.
That has always been my shit.
I know you never did care.
It doesn't matter. It
never did. Like, what kind of screwdriver do you want? An X.
Yeah. And people laugh. I'm like, fuck, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Just give me the fucking screwdriver I want.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, once you go with that, then that shit will get you far because, like, to be honest, is me. Like, when I die, like, it's me. I'm going to be with everything in my head. I mean, it's all me.
Yeah, for sure.
So for me to fucking worry about what other people think about me, myself, when they don't even know me.
Yeah, they don't even know the real you. They just know a perspective of you. Like honestly, and that's crazy. Everyone knows a version of you that's not really you. I only know a version of you. I don't. You know the real you. Yeah. Your mother know. Or you like your mother knows.
Not even my mother knows the real me.
But like your mother knows a version of you. My mother knows the version of me. Yep. My wife knows the version of me. But I'm the only one who knows everything about me. Yourself, like me and God. We know. He knows me. I know me. But nobody else really knows me. Knows me. Like it's impossible. I can't. There's not enough words for everything that happens in my life. It's not. Like, I'm kind of crazy. Yeah, y'all see later. But we got to. Literally, he's about to cut off in a second. But I'm glad we did this, man.
Yeah,
like, this is. I love this, man. Like I'm so passionate about this.
I like it too. It actually helps me out.
So happy.
It's a process. I'm so accepting. It's a process. This shit actually helps me out. I have a bad time expressing
But this is the way that you're gonna get through it, you know, and you'll be able to watch something like, oh shit, I said that wrong. Let me clarify, guys. But thank you guys for tuning in to Unpack Your Bag Podcast. Thank you, Matthias, man. This was fun. We'll be on the next one. Hopefully we're gonna interview somebody. If y'all out there, let me know. Until next time, Unpack Your Bag Podcast. Signing out. Love you guys all. Peace, love, hair grease. Talk to you soon.